Please give it up for the wonderful, my good friend, Kevin Lee, everybody!
Travis Rust, hosting all night. Thank you for coming out. It's good to be here. It's good to be queer. It's good to get used to it. My name is Kevin Lee, and I'm a stand-up comic. If you recognize me, it's probably from when I shook your hand and introduced myself. But I was on the wildly unpopular reality television program, I'm Here to Make Friends. But it was canceled after 3 episodes. I was voted off after the first episode. Los Angeles is a tough town, and I say this because the other day I went on an audition to leave my dad a voicemail. It's down to just me and one other guy, so fingers crossed. I was born to play this role. It's just a voicemail about unpaid cable bill, but I feel like I was born to play it. I will be making an appearance in some kid's already shitty childhood when his mom decides to cut me off in traffic next Wednesday at 4th and La Brea. Thinking about it now, I don't even know if those two streets intersect. But anyways, I'll be the one flicking his mom off and yelling obscenities. 2 weeks ago, I was thinking about going to visit the LA Zoo and Botanical Gardens. I didn't go, but I thought about it. Anyways, do you guys mind if I talk about masturbating real quick? When I masturbate, I like to do it real quick. Last week, I finally got up the nerve to go visit the LA Zoo and Botanical Gardens. It was great. They had like all the animals there. Mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and fish. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. It was really fun. As of last week, I would fully endorse visiting the LA Zoo and Botanical Gardens. During sex, everybody likes to have their signature move, so lovers remember them. And my signature move is I'll always autograph the woman's vagina. And I use a magic marker, but I always offer to pay to have my John Hancock permanently tattooed in. I haven't had any takers yet. You guys have had a week to think about it, and I don't think it's right to keep animals in cages. I think we should boycott the LA Zoo and, but keep supporting the Botanical Gardens. I just registered at Match.com. I'm sorry. I actually registered at Match.gov. It's a website that you go to if you're a convicted arsonist who's been released from prison. Yeah. The government likes to keep track of where those people live, so it's like a database. Anyone can go and search for arsonists that live in their neighborhood. And if you are a convicted arsonist released from prison, you have to go, to all your neighbors and knock on their door and tell them that you live in their neighborhood, because their fire insurance rates kind of go through the roof. And for that reason, they don't like too many arsonists living in the same zip code, which for me makes it hard to find, people that share similar interests in my neighborhood. So that's why I love Match.gov, because of all the hot singles. I saw this really attractive woman walking down the street, and I went up to her and I asked her for her number, and she gave it to me, which was a nice surprise. And I went home really excited to call her, but it turns out she had given me her boyfriend's number. So now I'm fucking her boyfriend. I'm gonna do the long version of that same joke, like a longer version of that same joke. Hey, can we get a round of applause for all the ladies here in Los Angeles? We got some beautiful women here in LA, am I right? Some of them are here right now. Well, I saw one a couple weeks ago that was stunning. You know, like a 10. I was like, wow, am I on a movie set? Because this girl is a movie star. So I went up to her and I was like, hey, I don't normally do this, but could I have your number because you're absolutely gorgeous? And she's like, oh, that's so sweet, no one ever really asks. And I thought that we hit it off, you know. Her name was Cindy, and we had a lot in common. So I went home excited to call her, but I didn't call her right away. I waited 3 days, because that's what you're supposed to do. Has anyone here seen Swingers? Yeah? What'd you guys think? Pretty good? Anyways, where was I? Okay, I waited 3 days, and I finally get the nerve to call her. And some guy picked up. He was like, hello? And I was like, yeah, is Cindy there? And he was like, no, this is Cindy's boyfriend. And I was like, oh, did you guys just start dating like 2 days ago? And he was like, no, we've been in a committed relationship for over a year. And I was like, oh man, I think she played a prank on me. She told me she was single and to call her. And he was like, well, what do I care? And I was like, well, I'm just embarrassed. You maybe want to meet and talk about this. And he's like, well, what did you have in mind? And I was like, this is this coffee shop near my place. They do furniture, but they also do really good coffee. It's called Marie at Sea. It's like a French place. He's like, that sounds great. And he hung up. I could tell that he didn't have a cell phone because you could hear like the phone click around on the receiver a little bit. Like old school, you know? Okay, anyways. We hadn't discussed like a time to meet. So I went there and just hung out like all day. And he came in about 4 p.m. He had like the prettiest eyes. And we ended up spending that whole weekend together. We called it Weekend at Bernie's. His name is Bernie. So anyways, you know, he actually came home to meet my family over the holidays. And I won't bore you with the details, but I'm fucking her boyfriend. Thank you very much, everybody. I've been Kevin Lee.